Good afternoon, traders. It's Bill Baruch with Blue Line Futures, and this is the FX rundown. The dollar index is gaining ground again here today, and it's facing the 98 mark overhead as the euro weakens. First, let's look at the technicals. The euro did hit a trend line going back 2 months, and it failed, but also this level, 112.5, 112.60, has been very sticky. And not only has it tested it a lot over the last month and a half, it hasn't been able to really close out above there. So we've noted that over the past 2 weeks that this strength, even on these stronger days in the euro, like we saw those up moves at the end of last week, they haven't been able to close very good, and they haven't really been able to close out above what has been a major 3-star resistance. Now for the dollar, there's a trend line support level, 97.25. Didn't quite get there, but it has recovered very well. Consumer confidence today is bringing that steam up there for the dollar on the fundamental side. You also had German climate data. Consumer climate came in a little lower than expectations. Business climate last week for Germany did come in lower as well. So ultimately what we're seeing here is a number of factors helping the euro push lower and helping the dollar move higher. Tomorrow we do have French consumer spending coming out, as well as CPI from France and Germany. So look at that as well as a number of ECB speakers early on. So those are going to move the markets. And again, we're looking at the euro here that's failing potentially. And we get a weak close tomorrow, say 111.5 or lower, you're going to see continued sell pressure potentially down to that psychological 110 mark. Also, as the week looks to wind down, look at the 98 mark, and the dollar index needs to get a closeout above there for a breakout on a weekly closing basis. So that's what we're watching there. Now for the yen, it is picking up again here. Had a strong Friday session, moving higher into today. It's sort of holding ground, but giving up a little bit with the dollar strength. But on the safe haven side, you're seeing treasuries with a strong day. And those treasuries are a good key to watch here for the yen. Now with the yen, it does face major 3-star resistance. This goes back to what we had last week, that major 3-star resistance level just below 92. So watch that level. You need to get a closeout above there to continue to get steam on the yen. But ultimately, watch the equity market. If you see the S&P get down below 2,800 on a closing basis, the yen is likely going to be performing very well. So watch that. And then lastly, the commodity currencies. The Aussie dollar is holding ground today. New home sales, it's trying to make a constructive bottom. The new home sales are out later today, but still strong overhead resistance. We want to be patient. We'll look for rallies to sell in the Aussie dollar near 70. So keep an eye on that. And then the Canadian dollar, there's a bit of a descending wedge, a very longer term descending wedge. So it does, keep in mind, although we have 74 as a good strong support level, if it does close below 74, it doesn't mean a breakdown is confirmed, because you potentially have this descending wedge pattern. Watch that on the Canadian dollar. You got a lot of data this week out of Canada, so we see some good volatility there. And then remember, crude oil broke down. So if crude oil cannot get back above $60, it's going to weigh on the Canadian dollar on weaker sessions. So give us a call. We're here to help with anything on the board. 312-278-0500. You can email us info@bluelinefutures.com. Check our website for updates. You can sign up for a free trial of research there. But remember, futures trading involves substantial risk of loss, is not suitable for all investors. Thanks a lot.